If you've dreamed of sunny days, ocean breezes, and endless possibilities in retirement, California might seem like an irresistible option. But behind that gorgeous postcard image lies a reality that could burn a serious hole in your retirement wallet and potentially put your sanity at risk. Today, we're counting down the top 10 reasons you absolutely must not retire in California. And trust us, reason 1 will definitely make you rethink packing those bags for the Golden State. Number 10, sky-high cost of living and housing. If you've ever wondered why everyone complains about California prices, it's because the financial hurdles here can be staggering, especially when you're on a fixed income. According to data from the US Census Bureau, the median home price in California recently sits around $700,000, more than double the US median. Let that sink in. A modest single-family home in even a mid-tier city can easily surpass $750,000. For retirees hoping to downsize or buy a cozy condo near the beach, the sticker shock can be overwhelming. Renting doesn't always help you dodge the problem either. Cities like Los Angeles or San Francisco see average rents for a one-bedroom jump past $2,000 per month. Utilities also cost more. Routine necessities such as electricity, water, and internet frequently outpace national averages. So it's not only about how much housing costs, but also how everything else piles on your budget. Groceries, gas, and even a basic night out for dinner. For many retirees, paying that much for a place to live forces them to cut back on fun activities, traveling to see grandchildren, or even occasional dining out. The high housing cost quickly becomes a stress factor, exactly what you don't want in retirement. Number 9, complex and costly taxes. California might look appealing because it doesn't tax Social Security income, but that's only part of the story. If you've built a substantial retirement nest egg through pensions or IRAs, expect the highest in the nation top state income tax rate to take a bite. Then there's the 7.25% base sales tax, again, tops in the US, and localities like Los Angeles or San Francisco can push the total closer to 10%. Buying a big ticket item from a new car to a refrigerator may cost you hundreds more than you'd shell out in a lower tax state. Homeowners with long-held properties benefit from laws such as Proposition 13, which caps annual property tax increases. But if you're a new home buyer, you might face property taxes based on that home's lofty current market price. The upshot is that while California might feel friendly, if you rely solely on Social Security, any additional retirement income, be it a pension, rental property earnings, or capital gains, can push you into high tax brackets. And for everyday purchases, the inflated sales tax, coupled with already high price tags, can erode a fixed retirement budget more quickly than you might expect. Number 8, congested traffic and limited public transport. From the 405 freeway in Los Angeles to the Bay Area's highways, California regularly lands near the top in worst traffic congestion rankings. Drivers can spend dozens, if not hundreds, of hours a year stuck in slow-moving lanes. That's time you likely want to spend enjoying hobbies, volunteering, or even relaxing at home, not grinding your teeth at a standstill. Moreover, most Californian cities simply don't offer robust, extensive public transit systems, especially when compared to places like New York or Boston. San Francisco's BART and some smaller rail lines are a step in the right direction, but they don't thoroughly connect the sprawling suburbs that define life in the Golden State. Seniors without the desire or ability to drive long distances might feel stranded. One of the biggest misconceptions is that everything in California is close by. Yes, you might live near a beach, but getting there could mean sitting in traffic for 90 minutes. In a state where the car reigns supreme, retirees hoping to rely on walking or public buses may be in for a rude awakening. Number 7, extreme weather and natural hazards. When most people think of California weather, they imagine warm beaches and gentle breezes. But dig deeper, and you'll find large portions of the state experience triple-digit summers, severe droughts, and destructive wildfires. Droughts can result in water rationing, not ideal if you've dreamt of a lush green lawn or want to enjoy long showers in your golden years. Wildfires, in particular, pose a serious safety risk. In 2001 alone, California faced record-breaking blazes that devoured millions of acres. Insurance premiums for homes in fire-prone regions have skyrocketed, and some carriers even refuse to cover properties in high-risk zones. Meanwhile, earthquakes remain an ever-present possibility due to the state's positioning on multiple fault lines. Large quakes aren't everyday events, but the constant what-if can be nerve-wracking, especially if you come from a region where you've never felt the ground shake. In short, sunny and 75 might be true for some coastal strips, but retirees across the rest of California often deal with scorching heat, rolling blackouts, poor air quality from wildfire smoke, and a persistent reminder that the earth can move beneath them at any time. Number 6. Drought and water shortages. It's a cruel irony that a state flanked by the Pacific Ocean can struggle so much with fresh water supply. Multi-year droughts have led to widespread water usage restrictions, limiting how often you can water your lawn or wash your car. Some municipalities impose strict fines for breaking these rules. If you're looking forward to tending a lush garden in retirement, you might have to rethink your choice of plants. Desert landscaping and succulents are common replacements for sprawling lawns. Drought conditions also affect farmers, who must ration water for crops. This can mean higher grocery prices and less diversity in local produce if you cherish farm-to-table living. California's water crisis may undercut that vision. And beyond the inconvenience and rising costs, there's the emotional toll of constantly worrying whether each rainy season will deliver enough water for the next year. Ultimately, retirees looking for a worry-free environment might not be thrilled about the prospect of rotating water restrictions. When you're supposed to be enjoying your time off the clock, an ongoing drought is one more thing to fret over, especially if climate change projections indicate these conditions might persist for decades. Number 5. High crime in certain urban areas. California may be home to picturesque beaches, palm-lined boulevards, and glamorous shopping districts, but it also contains large urban centers where crime rates can be quite high. Cities like Los Angeles, Oakland, and parts of the Central Valley face persistent issues with property crimes, such as car break-ins and theft, as well as occasional spikes in more violent offenses. For retirees who want peace and safety, it's crucial to realize that not all neighborhoods are created equal. Some communities within these cities are secure and well-maintained, but researching every block, especially from afar, can be a daunting task. What's more, visible homelessness has increased in many downtown districts, creating a mixture of humanitarian and practical concerns. Street encampments might lead to blocked sidewalks, scattered trash, or late-night disturbances. If your dream was to stroll through quaint avenues or enjoy a lively downtown scene in your golden years, encountering high levels of petty crime or constant reminders of poverty can be disheartening. While California does have safer suburbs and coastal towns, those areas often come with a premium price tag, a challenge if you're already grappling with the state's hefty living expenses. You might find that truly quiet, worry-free locales are both hard to find and prohibitively expensive. Number 4. Strained healthcare system and high medical costs. California is known for world-class hospitals and cutting-edge medical research, but the vast population puts serious pressure on these resources. You might have access to top-tier care at renowned facilities like UCLA Medical Center or Cedars-Sinai, but waiting times for appointments and specialist visits can be frustrating, especially in metropolitan areas. Getting in to see a new primary care doctor can sometimes take weeks or even months, if you don't already have an established relationship with the clinic. Additionally, costs for many aspects of healthcare, like in-home nursing, medical tests, and advanced surgeries, typically run above the national average. Part of that stems from California's higher cost of living in general, where wages, real estate, and operational overhead all trend higher, costs that eventually get passed on to the patient. For retirees on a fixed income, unexpected medical bills can rapidly deplete savings, forcing difficult financial decisions down the line. The state's sheer size can also pose a logistical problem if you need specialized care. Some seniors in rural regions may have to drive hours to major urban centers for the right doctor or treatment facility. Even if you do live near a hospital, traffic congestion could mean long, stressful commutes to routine checkups. If you're in your 70s or 80s and dealing with multiple health concerns, these extra complications can become overwhelming. Number 2, the not-so-California dream. For decades, pop culture has painted California as a sun-soaked paradise. You see it in movies, TV shows, and commercials. Surfers catching the perfect wave, celebrities strolling Rodeo Drive, or retirees clinking wine glasses at cliffside bistros. But living here day to day can bring a starkly different experience. Beaches, for instance, might be picturesque but often crowded, and don't forget the parking fees, sometimes $15 or more, plus a fight for a spot during weekends. Tourists swarm hotspots like Santa Monica Pier or Hollywood Boulevard all year round, which can feel chaotic rather than relaxing. Theme parks, Disneyland or Universal Studios, are beloved local treasures, but also notoriously expensive and packed, with multi-hour lines that sap your time and energy. Beyond the touristy chaos, normal life in California can mean navigating dense traffic, dealing with rising homelessness in downtown areas, and paying more for everything from avocado toast to entertainment. Many newcomers discover that the Hollywood glow they saw on the big screen is not what greets them when they step outside each day. The reality can feel underwhelming or outright stressful, especially if you moved here expecting an Instagram-perfect retirement. Number 1, explosive senior care and assisted living costs. When we talk about retirement, it's easy to focus on the early active years, traveling, picking up new hobbies, and finally having time to yourself. But the fact is, many seniors eventually need some form of assisted living or specialized medical care. That's where California's high cost of living becomes particularly harsh. Genworth's Cost of Care survey shows that the average monthly assisted living cost in California hovers around $5,300, markedly higher than the national average of around $4,000. Skilled nursing and memory care facilities climb even higher. For couples or individuals reliant on pensions, retirement accounts, or Social Security, these fees can deplete savings alarmingly fast. Even if your health is robust now, future needs might change. Once you're locked into a certain community, relocating for cheaper care may prove disruptive or emotionally taxing. Moreover, in-home caregiving, another popular choice for those who wish to age in place, is also expensive in California. Hourly rates for aides and home health specialists exceed national norms, translating into thousands of dollars each month if you require daily or round-the-clock assistance. While long-term care insurance can help, many people either don't have it or discover it falls short of covering the entire bill. And there you have it, 10 compelling reasons not to retire in California. The Golden State might shine brightly, but between daunting living expenses, environmental hazards, traffic woes, and sky-high senior care costs, that glow can fade fast for those on a fixed income or simply hoping for an easygoing retirement. Thanks for tuning in. If this breakdown opened your eyes about California's pitfalls, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.